Hey, how
How
are
are
you all
you
doing
all
out there?
tonight? Hey, we're in here. So where
Mm,
y'all at? We just asking. That's all. We're
that's right.
here between Tuesday and Thursday between 9 and 9:30 ish. And
Central Standard.
it is ish
Hmm.
right now.
It is.
It is. So we are here and we're waiting for you to get here. Where y'all at though? Come in the room. Yes, Lord.
Come on, join us, join us, join us.
So
Pastors Greg and Michelle, we're here every Tuesday through Thursday, as you were just saying.
we are.
We are Air Force veterans,
We
we
are.
are pastors, we're
We are.
authors, and we're your go to couple for all things relationship.
Bird thing.
We're with you before and after I do,
Yes.
and
Amen.
everywhere
In
should
between.
you find yourself
In between.
somewhere in
In
between.
between.
We're,
Uh,
we're there with you
do
too.
you? I don't know if they did it when you were coming up because you're over over
Okay.
18.
Okay.
But when we were coming up, they would say things to us in church like, make sure that there's room for Jesus between you. Like
Yeah.
if we were at a dance or something.
Hmm.
And it used to be the funniest thing because I'm like, well, they was doing way more than that,
Hmm.
and Jesus had nothing to do with it. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so when you said everywhere in between, I just kind of flashed,
Had that
I just
visual.
kind of flashed
Okay.
back to that. It was so hilarious. So thank you so much. Kimmy Dollars in the
Love
house. She
you.
says
Love
she loves
you.
that color on us. Thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you.
just trying to, y'all. Deirdre said, "Did you save me a drumstick?" Let me tell y'all something about the chicken in which I partook of tonight. The chicken that gave its life so that I could have even more life. The chicken that was so perfectly seasoned and smoked on the grill to perfection. When my husband came in the house, I could smell it on him. I just wanted to lick him. I didn't even need the chicken. The chicken was a bonus. Do you hear what I'm saying? The
Thank
chicken
you.
was a bonus. That stuff was so good. And he made y'all. Where did y'all find? How did I? What did I do, Lord? How did I get here? I am so thankful to have gotten me a husband that knows how not just to cook because anybody can cook. Okay. But the man be putting his whole foot inside the inside. Listen, what was it? Beans, baked beans, had meat in them. Had some potato salad with real potatoes and some avocado on the side, and there was some garlic bread, and then that chicken, Lord, that chicken. Hallelujah. I just I just get happy when I think about it. I don't know if it's because is it because we're preachers? Is that why it tastes so much
I
better?
don't know.
I think it had more to do with you putting your foot in it.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yes, sir. You did that. I'm telling you what. Deirdre says you can keep and just send me some chicken.
that.
Well, we were going to end up having to do it like that anyway because I'm not sending him nowhere.
Well, different, I haven't looked, but after the grill and eating, I have to confess that I had to have, well, the shower was a given. I
Yeah,
had to go shower, get the smoke off me.
I was okay with the smoke.
Then I had a little nap, not a long one, just enough to kind of
Just
get the edge so that I'm
so that
alert for
and
you all,
stuff for when it was time
right?
for us to start tonight.
But I haven't been back in to see if any of the chickens left.
There's, there,
But if
there,
there's a drumstick left,
there's, there's a little
probably,
there's a little tiny
probably
bit
not much.
left. There's a little bit, not a
Yeah,
whole lot, but it is
yeah.
what it is. All right. She said, lines from the book of lines. Anybody can cook. Well, see, that's
Not
what I'm
true.
saying. Is that there are a lot of people that do know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? They can do the basic stuff. They can boil water. They can make toast. They might even be able to make some pancakes or some
Hmm.
cream of wheat. But I'm talking about when there is a man that not only can grill, but he can season the stuff to perfection to where you want to lick all up underneath your fingernails and stuff like that. Now that's what I'm talking about.
All
Oh,
right.
okay. All up underneath them fingernails.
Under your
Yes,
fingernails.
all up it.
Oh my
Talking
goodness.
about some finger licking good, right? We done
Let-
seen some stuff just just in the love seat. You better tell the people.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. We see that you all are coming in here. We appreciate you joining us
Yes.
tonight. We're going to
Hey,
ask that you
Teresa.
go ahead and invite someone to join
Yes,
us
please,
because
ma'am, sir.
we got into content last night and this stuff
It
really
was. We was
got good.
rocking.
We had a chance to do not an intervention, but to just to share some last
Yeah.
night with one of our members of
Where,
our group,
yeah.
and to just kind of show you,
Some of the
not
things that
really
we
to
have to
show you,
do.
but you can see live how we operate
Mhm.
if we were operating. I mean, if we were helping you out
Someone
in your
individually.
situation.
And that's why
So,
we do these encounter
mhm,
sessions, which is a 15 minutes with he and I together. We
mhm,
sit down, we look at you like this. We're doing it on a conference call. We're doing it on free. We were used to doing it on FaceTime and
mhm,
different avenues, but this way we're able to see it, get in it, and look
mhm,
it over again, so that if there's a different strategy that we believe that the Lord has for you, that we can give that to you. So we do that for free. We
mhm.
are sewing that into your life because we know, we get it, we understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a little tweak. Just a little tweak will
And
do something for you, right?
and Kimmy was nice enough to tell you about that free 15 minutes.
Yes.
Are you sure type that quick?
Thank you so much,
Thank
Kimmy.
you,
I
Kimmy.
appreciate you so much. So go over to bit.ly/MM3LINKS, and you will find all the stuff that we have available to you. Okay, you can get your encounter session. You can join us in the love seat there. You can find some of the products that we have available, and even the one we were out of last night. We were talking. We read just a little bit out of Erogenous Zones, Exploring Marital Intimacy.
Guess what? Going to read some more tonight.
Yes, this is
So
our
stay
second book.
tuned.
Amen.
Yeah.
So come on and be a part of it with us. Hey, Teresa, the Lord bless you. Thanks for
Teresa
joining tonight.
Feline. I love
Yes,
that.
I love it. All
Yeah.
right. So want to make sure quickly that those of you that are in here, you're married, that you go and get this product called Sex Connect. This is that Sex Connect.
Connect.
Yes, this is a tool that we give to those that are in marriages. You need to communicate. You need to get your sexual zhuzh back on, because and that's what we're kind of talking about tonight. How we can get that sizzling bit of intimacy and sex for our
Mhm.
couples back, because sometimes we find ourselves in some situations where people have come to us and it's been 8 years, 10 years, 16 years since they've had sexual intercourse, and you look at them like, how do how you do that? What's really going on? And sometimes we talked about last night, it's something medical. And if it's medical, that doesn't mean that precludes you from having a full, healthy sexual relationship with each other.
You all know who I'm seeing. You know who I'm seeing. I'm seeing the little guy with the cowboy hat and the toothpick legs. And he said, when you got up and go has got up and went and you hanker for a hunk of cheese. When you got up and go, got up and went. Hey, by 18 years, 16
Yes,
years,
that's
that's a
a
long time.
long
Look,
time.
if you are missing out on the best part, on one of the best parts of being married, you need to go to that link. Go to that link,
Yes.
bit.ly/MM3
MM3.
links.
Yes, there it
Go to
is.
that link and let's talk about why it's not happening.
Yeah.
And let's get you on the road to recovery.
Yes,
You and your
Lord.
mate, because you know, I believe that God intended for this to be wonderful for you.
Yes, definitely.
And if you're still here, if you're still alive,
Yeah,
then there is an opportunity for you to
for
still
you.
have some wonderment.
Them, come on,
Come
wonderment.
on,
I'm here
come
for the
on.
wonderment.
Let's find out why, and let's get you on the road to recovery
Yes,
quickly.
amen. Quickly.
Amen.
So Miss Groovy wants us to get all these juicy nuggets and more. I love it. And bit.ly/MM3LINKS. That means you're going to put that in, and it is case specific, so it has to be all small letters. bit.ly/MM3LINKS. And there you'll be able to find all that we're talking about tonight, okay? And then she says that thick thighs save lives. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Throw a
amen.
little cowboy hat, dude. Let me post a picture of him in the love seat. Some of y'all
Don't know who it is.
And listen, I was feeling a moment ago. Every now and then in the South, there's on the radio stations, on the African American radio stations, there's a woman who'll come on and our man, and they'll talk about if your nature has gone, if there's problems with your nature, problems with your love life, if your money ain't right, and they want to sell you some weeds and some berries and some roots. That's not what we do here. But I was thinking about them. I'm serious. If you are missing out on the best part of your marriage, whether it's communications, whether it's sex, whether it's having joint accounts, whatever area of your relationship is missing out, you need to go to that link. Let's get you on the road to where you'll live longer, where your skin will clear up, your hair will stop falling out. I mean, it's just really good for you.
Your face is
Come on, your blood pressure will just kind of.
I can with the blood pressure because that's scientifically proven.
Well,
does your face clear up too?
I bet it will. I will bet you your face. You have problems with your skin, your face. I bet a lot of things get right when your love life get right.
Now I know you're right about that. You're right about that. Okay, so
thank you, Miss Groove. Miss Groove is laughing.
Cracking up. It is what it is. So listen, guys, we appreciate you all being a part of our family. So we're going to ask that if you're in here tonight, if you haven't shared on Facebook or on Twitter, or if you haven't invited your followers on the Periscope sphere, please do so and let us get into this tonight. We started talking last night about some sizzling intimacy and sex for couples. And sometimes we found that a lot of us, because of our workaday world, because of the things that's going on, we have found ourselves in what we call lackluster love and sex. Okay, lackluster. It means that it is lost its shine, honey. The thrill is gone. Thrill is gone. Yes. And so what we have to do is we have to begin to do some things. Now, we talked on the other night about 6 sexy flirting secrets that you can be using, putting into play, and they were free, right? And you can do that one after another, and they will never know until after the wham and the bam what was going on, because what we have to do is we have to increase our desire quotient. Some of us, it's because we have a low libido. Some of us, it's because of some medications that we're on and taking.
Absolutely.
Some of us, we just really don't like it. And that's because of a skill level.
Or there's some pain associated with it. And the pain can not only physical pain, but some people have an emotional pain associated with it that manifests itself physically. So you think it's worse than it is, or maybe it just could be better.
Right.
But these tips are going to help propel you into the right.
For tonight. And if you know someone, I know they're not going to tell you. You're not going to just tell them, look, y'all need to be in here because y'all don't be doing nothing. Don't tell them like that. Just say,
do that.
There's a broadcast I want you to watch. And you can get the link and send it to them, and then they can come on in and listen for themselves. Some of you all have friends and family members that they don't hear nothing from you. Okay, but they'll hear it from us. So please, ma'am, please, so share and invite tonight, and let's get in here with this.
But you have to get them here. If you get them here, then we will tell them. And we won't tell them that you told us.
Okay. Hey, CJ, thanks for joining, sir. Appreciate you so much.
CJ.
All right. So how do we increase the love quotient? How do we increase the dopamine, the oxytocin? How do we increase the desire for one another?
Well, one way is to get to bed earlier.
Yes.
So we talked about that last night.
We did.
That was number one.
And
a second way is to schedule your interludes.
Yes, God.
Love in the afternoon.
Yes.
That was General Hospital, wasn't it?
I think it was.
They said that for a little while back in the 80s.
It sounded like the Love Boat.
What do you mean the 80s? Yeah.
It sounded like
it was a very
some Love Boat kind of thing, right?
12 in the afternoon was the
I remember the song.
so for that time frame. So 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 we're saying that schedule. Sometimes you need a schedule, something that you are locking in, and something that you're not going to forget. And you're not going to put it off because of the. You know that this is important to both of you. And so if you schedule that time, then and are not allow anything else to get in the way of it,
that's right.
Then that means I'm going to be available. I'm going to be present and accountable emotionally, physically.
Well,
you have to be there physically.
And that's the thing.
Important
and so
part
the,
of it.
the thing about scheduling, y'all give us the number 3s in the chat while we talk some more. The thing about scheduling, and I know some folks are like, well, that doesn't seem romantic at all. Honey, sometimes we have to forget about the romance, and so we can get down to business. Because for some, it's like this. Some things you really don't have a taste for, and then you have some of it. And then all of a sudden,
that's good.
You're like, I ain't had that in a long time, and it was really good. Maybe we should get some more of that. You all see it? You see how that works? You start to develop a craving, a desire for something.
You got to have your appetite
sharpened.
or whetted, the way they say. Listen, that's really critical. And can I add that just because you've scheduled it, don't mean it can't be romantic.
That's true.
That's a mindset.
It is.
So if you are the guy, make sure that if she has consented to the schedule, that you do everything to make that the most romantic 15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or the most romantic hour that she's had. Right? Yep. Especially if it's been 16 years, then the first time ought to be mind-blowing. And part of that is your preparation. If you know that this has been on the schedule it may not be mind-blowing, but all of the preliminaries
I'm here with you,
are an important part of it. And that's what I'm saying. So if you know that it's been a long time, then you ought to plan like it's Lord.
Baby, we can do it.
No, we don't want you to wait 15 years and then it be a big letdown. No, that's
And so that's the thing, is that our expectations have to be incremental.
That's true.
And we have to learn that, because even like when people get married and they have been celibate, they come together as virgins. When they come together, it was supposed to be, this mind curdling, blood curdling. You're like, oh my God, no. Sometimes it's not like that at all.
Shooting stars,
unicorns, and cotton candy.
Was gonna rock.
Yes, and there was fireworks, and you find out that it's not really like that the first time. I don't think anybody's first time is that great because it's so awkward. You don't know what you're really doing. And so even though you have
romantic
part
of it.
Yes.
And so make it romantic. Just because it's on the schedule, don't let there be an excuse for doing nothing.
Amen.
Right? So prepare like it feels like the first time. Prepare like it's the first time so that it's really special.
Yes,
and she'll want to revisit it again.
Yes, Lord.
Put it on the schedule.
Yeah, for the next time.
Soon.
So I'm looking forward to it now because the last time was so great. Okay. Deirdre says get to licking. Well, yeah, Lord.
That's what it takes.
And don't forget to join us over in the Facebook group. Thank you, Miss Groovy One. bit.ly/MM3LINKS. There you have it. Mind blowing. 16 years. Everything is rusty and dusty in need of some oil.
But the mental experience, the romance that went into that. Good evening, Brian. Good to have you with us, sir. I thought I saw Brian. Good evening. Yeah, so you did come in.
Hey there. How art thou? Good, Minister Brian. Thanks for joining, sir. All right. She said Shenanigans City is waiting for you. Come on over. bit.ly/L Love C capital L capital S. three. Amen. So number three, I saw somebody put a number three in the chat. We were talking about how we can get our intimacy back to the place called sizzling. Okay. Love you too, sir.
Love
Um,
you.
we said that we need to, number one, head to bed half an hour to an hour earlier.
Mhm.
Number two, that we need to start scheduling our sex. Okay. It's an appointment that you can't miss. Like if you're going to the doctor, you put it
Yeah,
down and you put an
that's right.
alarm on.
And you don't miss the appointment
Amen.
because
Amen.
it's,
Because it's
this is something
important.
that's important.
Right.
Mhm.
For your own health and welfare. Yes. Number three, and thank you guys for putting that in the chat. We said that you need to create a signal that says, I'm interested.
Hmm.
Yes. You need to make up a signal. I'm interested. Yes. No matter what the advances are tonight, oh, you're gonna
Right.
come up with a yes.
Raised eyebrow,
Right?
a lick of the lips. There are a lot of ways.
To signal
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right there.
that
You know, you
you
know.
you all remember, if some of you are and are old enough, you remember that when people were in college and there was a roommate situation going on, right? And one roommate would say, listen, we share a room, but if you come home and there is a tie tied to the door, that means, please, I know you got a key. I know you're supposed to be in here, but please do not
Mhm.
enter, because I might be in here getting on my love thing. My groove might be getting got. I might be in here doing the wop babaloo bop blah bam boom. And so please don't come in right then. And it wasn't like a, oh, every night this week you're gonna be in here. No, it was a signal. It just telling the other person it was already agreed upon
Mhm.
before it ever happened, so that you already knew. Both of you were on the same page, right? She said, rub up against. Yep, you can rub up against any and all of those things could be, but make it
Yeah.
something. Make it something that. Kim, says to bend. Kim says to bend over in front of them. Listen,
Don't
Kimmy
tell,
dog,
brother.
you have to make it a signal
Yours.
that they know that that's what you are meaning.
Mhm.
Because when we talk about couples, you have to know that there's got to be some sort of physical love languages that you all share with each other. And you all know we've already talked about flirting and how flirting does not necessarily have to equate to a sexual encounter afterwards. It's just that thing that says, listen, I'm still in love with you. I still want you around me. I still am interested in what we do with each other. And so you have to make it very clear that your signal that you're interested is not a signal that you use all the time. Okay. And let it be something that's specifically geared towards, I want to be with you. I
Right.
want some. Give
Right.
give me some of that love thing.
Now, Kimmy says cook their favorite meal, and now if you cook all the time, that probably won't do it. But here
Right.
again, as you were saying,
Yeah.
make it your own.
Yeah.
So if you cook maybe like every 6 months or so, and it's been 6 months, then that may be a good signal. But so the idea is to make it yours,
Right.
make it something unique, make it something that leaves no doubt in their
Yes.
mind
Yes.
what's on the
On the
menu.
menu. Maybe it's a lighting of, if you're not a candle lighter all the time, maybe your room is lit up with candles, or there's one specific candle in the foyer, in the window, and you're like, ooh, okay, I know what's on for tonight, right?
Guys, do not come in, especially if you're the prankster, and ask who died.
What? Because of
Just
candles?
because you're gonna mess it up. Yeah, there's some people who
Listen,
found it
let me
who died. See candles.
let us get something straightened out right now. Some of you, if you are not following us on Instagram, then you really ought to be, because there's some things over there that is going to help you in your everyday. Hey, brother
Hey,
Terry, 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 how are you, sir?
love you, Terry.
And one of the things that we put on the not on the Instagram account today, and I think it was on our Facebook page as well at Marriage Makes Three.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, you all hyped up, you finna give him some, right? Ladies, your husband's coming home and you're like, oh yeah, I'm finna give him some tonight. Because, you know, in our little minds, we have already made up our decision, okay? And especially during certain times of the month, you already have a desire because your hormones are telling you that this is a good time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of you gentlemen, you all get in there and you do some dumb stuff and you mess it up.
Yeah.
Okay? Sometimes we just need you to look cute. We just need you to smell good.
Quiet.
Keep your mouth. Just be trophy husband. Whenever you see that light in the window, whenever you see that, whenever that signal is given to you, okay, I don't need you to be doing too much. I just need you to. Yeah, I'm trying to help you, gentlemen. I'm trying to help y'all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help y'all. Okay. Brother Terry says that I'm down for a good time. Yeah, yes, but sometimes what y'all do is you come home and you break the whole mood.
Yeah.
And when the mood is broken, y'all know how we are.
Getting it back is like
It's yeah, because especially if you started early in the day, you've been warming. You've been warming up to it, and you thought, oh yeah, when we get home, it's gonna be on. You can say that one dumb thing.
It will help though. Ladies, give him some kind of, now if you know that you live with a prankster, you live with a joker that don't know how to keep his mouth shut sometimes.
Okay.
What I'm saying, if give him some kind of signal that something is cooking.
Yes.
Sometimes people can't smell chitlins. They don't have a clue, is what I'm saying. They don't know that there's something. I mean, I don't know how you live with somebody
for a
long
don't
time
know.
and don't know
Right.
that they're
Yeah.
Some sort of je ne sais quoi, something is cooking. But there are people who don't get it.
Yeah.
And so very often she may be cooking up a surprise for you. Learn to keep your mouth shut. Now, I'm not trying to spoil your fun.
Yeah.
I know you had to you got some good jokes in.
Right.
Don't, if you one of those folks that like to fart, don't come in farting, smelling up the air. I mean, God, I don't get it. You can mess up your own funeral. Am I being too harsh? Now, come on, tell me if I'm being too harsh. I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm just saying you need to. Sometimes you can mess the mood, slap up. Terry said, tear the mood up.
Yeah, you messed it all up. You trying to figure out, like, wait, what?
Maybe she's been going through something, and so she's put things off, and you had some deaths in the family, some other stuff going on with her, and so the one day that she's starting to feel really good, and she says, "Look, my man's been good, and I'm going to work through this blue funk, and so tonight it's going to be on."
And then you fool around.
Terry said it. So thank you, Terry. I'm glad you're here to support.
Shutting up is a lost art, and it can be.
Don't mess up yourself.
Lord have mercy.
George, Henry,
Bobby, Richard,
David, Daniel, who else? Devon, whatever your name is out there, Edward, Ephraim.
Sir, please, sir, we're trying to help you. Okay, just
Bobby Robert cute. Over there.
Be cute, hush up. Be the trophy husband for tonight. Just look good, smell good, and act right. Yeah. And then
bring in a gift, especially if you've got a hint. And this date is on the candle, and you come home and you didn't bring nothing with you. I'm just saying. So if you want thing, if you build, you make your relationship. Yep. Right. Yep. So you make it what it is. So if you know that She's bringing herself
Come on.
and the essence of love. Make sure you bring some Barry White. You bring the music. You bring the funk. Whatever is
Yes.
necessary.
Come on.
Bring it in here. Guys, if you are here with us and you're following this, if you're catching this by replay, and you know that we are talking about sex and intimacy.
Yeah.
Sex and intimacy, sex secrets for couples.
Yes.
Okay.
So get in here.
If you are single and you're in here, we're not trying to fling any cravings on you. We're not trying to get you in trouble for the weekend or for the night. Don't fall for the late night.
Right.
Okie doke.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen.
We're just saying.
That part. Terry says, I swear I'm the only dude that can have it served up on a platter and then drop the
Terry, you're not
Terry,
the only one, brother.
I'm gonna need you, sir. I'm gonna need you, sirs.
Don't be breaking no plates.
Okay. I need y'all to hear us and hear us well. Yes, let's get it on and pop it. Come on, Miss Groovy One. All right. So let me see y'all the number 4s in the chat, and it's pretty much the same thing.
I know I took a little longer.
That's okay. It's okay.
Thank you, baby.
It's okay.
That was.
I love you.
Right,
it's okay. I just need y'all to know, because some of y'all be messing up and you don't realize that you're messing up until after you frustrated. And then you're looking at her like she don't want to give me them. No, you messed it up. Okay.
What's your sign? Create a sign or a signal that says
I'm interested.
And it may be a simple little note that you write on a napkin and you pass it. Remember last night you mentioned sticky tabs?
Yes, some sticky
You all got
notes.
any sticky tabs? What color are your sticky tabs?
Get you a red one with some lipstick on it or something.
Oh, boy.
Or a blue one with some lipstick on it, with some red lipstick. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Draw your own pictures on it. Stick figures will be fine. I mean, what if your mate got something like that from you?
Ooh.
Come on.
Well,
what if your mate got a little
something
diagram note? Look, don't leave this for anybody to see. Right. This is just for you.
Look, and we used this thing last night. I can pull it out again. Because some of y'all was like still looking.
Don't go anywhere.
Some of y'all still looking like y'all don't know what we're talking about, right? Okay, look. You know how you all had them night clothes that look like your great grandmother used to wear it?
Not this one. Great grandmama was. Don't go away, y'all.
I cannot. Oh my God. Okay. You know, some of you might need to just grab you something like this and just lay it across the bed right before you're getting ready to go take a shower or something. You see what I'm saying? Because something like this, you know.
You might not have to put it on. Just lay it on the bed. It'll take care of everything.
Just lay it across the bed.
It'll take care of everything.
Okay. And so we shouldn't make this harder than what it needs to be. Sometimes we just make stuff hard on yourself. Okay. Terry said, I'm up in here tonight. Number 4. Come on, I'll be sexting my honey. Yeah, come on. Yes, sir. Amen. Amen. Let's see. Hey, daddy, on a note in his lunch. Yes, that's it.
You're getting it.
Take off them house dresses and bonnets. Let's see. You know what's even sexier? Tell us, Brother Terry. Tell us what you think. So here's number 4 is this one, you guys. You've got to not only create a signal that says that you're interested, but you need to have a signal that says, don't bother me. I'm not interested. I don't even no, I don't, not even in the cards for tonight, sir. So just back off. We'll pick this up again later next week. Because you all know that sometimes there are those women, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with it or unwrong with it. I know that wasn't the right way to say that, but you all understand what I'm saying. There are some women that during that time of their month, okay, they are not interested. They don't want you to touch them. Some of them is because of their religious affiliation. Some of them is because they just don't feel good. Even though, well, I'll get to that. making my honey laugh turns her on for some reason. See?
Come
So if
on.
you know
Mhm.
what works, why reinvent the wheel?
Mhm.
Go with what you know. So if there's a certain something that says nope, not tonight, you also need to have that established.
Yes. Yeah.
Honey, no, I don't think so. This ain't gonna work for me.
So those efforts, you're not wasting your efforts
Yes,
and frustrated.
right.
Now, you still need to encourage her, make her feel good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a tough time. So still bring chocolate. Or,
You
if she can't eat chocolate, now you don't be poisoning her. But the point is that you still want to seek her
Right.
highest good,
Yes.
even though there's none in the cards for you tonight.
Okay.
Okay?
You will be rewarded later. Okay.
In due
In due
season,
season.
if you
Miss.
faint not. All right.
You're something serious. This group said there's nothing sexier than a man in the kitchen or cleaning up something
Mhm.
or working with their children or you're helping a kid with their homework, stuff like that. You get caught doing stuff like that, honey,
Mhm.
you become like 50, 11 times more sexier. Okay. I'll throw a thong in a minute and I'm not a small dude. Amen. But that's the signal.
Mhm.
Okay. As long as they're clean, that's all I'm saying. The look on her face should be enough, Miss Groovy one says. And Terry says, I bring the chocolate. Come on, bring the chocolate, sir. Yes, sir. We flirts over here, the bear, and he definitely makes me smile and laugh. Hey, Amber Dawn, when did you get in here, darling?
Welcome.
Love you, sweetie. Thanks for coming in. She said cookies everywhere.
Cookies
Okay,
here, cookies there.
cookies everywhere. So let me read just a little of this because we're reading out of Erogenous Zones Exploring Marital Intimacy. I just want to give you some of these while you all put the number 4 there in the chat for us. Let's see the number 4 so that we can move on to the next one. But I'm going to read just a little of this to you because I think it's important. All right, so we're talking to the ladies now. We talked to the gentlemen last night. Want to talk to the ladies. Ladies, please be kind. This is on page 47 if you have the book and you're reading along with me. Ladies, please be kind to your mate. If you think you are frustrated by this, and we're talking about there may be some issues as far as premature ejaculation or any kind of issues that they're having,
Yeah, even size,
yes,
stamina, just be
skill
mindful.
levels, all of
You
those
know,
things.
is
Yes.
that all? All you need is one of those to really destroy someone, So be mindful. Please be
Amen.
mindful of that.
Okay. So we said that there are resources available to help with most sexual concerns, regardless of your age. Ladies, please be kind to your mate. If you think you are frustrated by this, just multiply that by 1,000 and you can begin to understand how he feels about it. Encourage him. You should be his biggest cheerleader. Terry says, please be kind and lotion your palms. Oh my God.
There's that. Terry.
We trying to stoke the flames, not cause a forest fire. Okay, you don't want to be out here trying to make fire for real, for real. We talk emotional fire, passion, not real fire. Get you some lotion on your palms, Lord. I cannot with you, sir. Maybe this time wasn't fantastic or near non-existent, but as they tell doctors when they take the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm. He said, man, that stuff hurts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Remember,
Go ahead.
remember that some men are conditioned to be valued only by their capacity to perform and produce. So, as his helpmate, permit him to be just loved. It may be that during those times that a little extra tenderness from you will give him the courage that he needs to fulfill your sexual relationship. Okay. if we are going to be mates, if we're going
Hmm.
to be emotionally open, transparent with each other, then we have to know that just because you know where the belt is and how hard to hit, that you don't have to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's things that we end up having to do. Some couples have to use paraphernalia. Is that a good word? They
Uh,
techniques and
AIDS,
techniques and
help
different health
aids.
aids. Yes,
Hmm.
thank you, sir.
Hmm.
That is going to help you all. That regardless of where you fall on the Peter meter,
Hmm.
um, that it will help your to enhance your sexual relationship. Let's just say it
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, number 4 is this. Did y'all give us the fours? I don't. Oh yeah, they gave us the
Hmm.
fours. So here's number 4. Number 4 is this. We want you. Sometimes you may have. To, oh, actually, number 5. You may have to try some
Hmm.
morning, morning. Will Robinson, morning. Hey, good hair, good body. How are you,
Hmm.
darling? Sometimes you may
Yeah.
have to move it from night because we already talked
Hmm.
about that. Sometimes we may have to go to bed earlier,
Hmm.
but some people, like the gentleman was saying last night, that his girlfriend comes home late, gets to bed, and then gets up really early.
Yeah.
That was a different problem altogether. That was something else that
Hmm.
needs to be worked out. But then when we talk about in the morning time, because
Hmm.
sometimes you can't find that extra half an hour or hour at night, or maybe you
Hmm.
fall and flop into the bed, and by the time your head hits the pillow, you are zonked.
Yeah.
So the same way that we can schedule sex on a calendar for what days of the week that we're saying, listen, we're going to do this regardless, we can also say that in the morning when we wake up, I'm going to set my alarm 30 minutes early. Maybe I'm not going to put on my full entire face. But some of us ladies,
Hmm.
we take 30, 45 minutes sometimes
Hmm.
to put our faces on.
Yeah.
And if we can get to the place where we're saying, you know what, this is important
Hmm.
enough that I am willing to sleep as hard as I can and wake up in the morning and say, and y'all know
Hmm.
something? Morning is usually a good time for these gentlemen. I don't know what I get. God did it
We
in
were
the mornings.
we were talking
Mm,
last night about the circadian rhythm
rhythm. Hmm.
and our sleep cycles and how our bodies are geared to be up during the day.
Yeah.
For the most part, there's some of us who seem to accomplish more at night,
Yeah.
but for
True.
the most part, we were made to be alert during the day
Today.
and awake. So sometimes our little motivation, I have this extra motivation to be up an hour earlier or too early, depending on, and our bodies, sometimes we are most relaxed at
Yeah.
that point. And so that's
Yeah.
why we wake up
Ready to
ready
go
and
at
raring to
full
go.
staff. You got
Yeah.
your flag, your
Ready
full
and raring
staff,
to go.
right? And so let's see. If Kim says it's morning and we slept the night away, slept the night away. Yes, and this is why that wake up. Well, yes, amen. She got juicy lips. Juice, or is that moist? Is that lips and wet? Wet
I'm sure
lips,
that first
wet
one.
and
Okay,
lips, or
okay,
drops and lips.
okay.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
okay.
Kim says they are ready to go. Hey, Simply Charlene, thanks for joining. Ready to go first thing in the morning. And so if you can spend that night before saying, listen, I'm going to have my clothes out. If there's something need to be ironed, whatever it is, then you'll know that by morning
Mhm.
when you wake up, all you have to do is when you're done, get that washcloth, hit the hot spots, jump in your clothes and jump in the car, and you can go on to work or wherever you need
Mhm.
to go. Okay.
That's right. So it's important. Your relationship is vitally important
Yes.
that you take the time or that you make the
The time.
time
Right.
to spend time with your mate.
Yes.
Now, if you're spending 30 to 45 minutes, some ladies may even have a longer health
True.
regime, and I wouldn't try to take that away from you, but I'm saying make
Make
some
some time.
time for your mate
And listen,
to get in there somewhere.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
some of you guys
Hmm.
that have different kinds of hair.
True.
Did y'all are in
Oh
there just
man,
as long
absolutely.
And some guys, they take just as long just getting ready.
True.
Not that they have to put makeup on, but they take their time.
Mhm.
They're looking for this. They're piddling here, piddling there.
Your hair better than your mate. You better have a job. That's all I'm saying.
And so it is not exclusive to
Mhm.
women that they take
That's
long
true.
times, because some women can jump up, get in,
Yeah.
and be out, and that guy is still sitting at the house wondering why didn't nobody woke me up?
Why didn't I get some? And that's not fair on either side. And what I'm saying is that those, and when we're talking 6 months or 18 months or
Yes,
weeks or years
yes.
that you have not, you
Been
know,
intimate with each other. We
there's a
got to do
lot
better.
of there's a lot of work that needs to be done
Amen.
right there.
Amen.
So anyway, take
Let's
time
get
for
it
your love
together.
life. It's
It's
that important.
imperative. It is. And when we did Sex Connect, we did that with you guys in mind, because some of us, we have been so bored. We've been doing it the same way. You can find it at bit.ly/mm3 links. We've been doing stuff the same way for so long that there is no spice. There's no seasoning like that chicken you made tonight. Honey, listen to me, okay? You want something that's going to taste good, that's going to make your appetite say, hey, when are you going to fix that again? Okay? That's what we're looking for. Let me see the number sixes in the chat, you guys. Let's see what Terry says.
And while she's given the six, you have to do this. It's good for your health. It's good for the longevity of your relationship. It's the glue.
Yes.
It's the way that you sew
Self
yourselves
together.
together.
Oh, yes.
And so it's that critical.
Oh,
And
yes.
Terry says,
the cool hue simmers at night. Ding, I'm ready. Okay. Wait,
I think
the cool,
she
the
is
coochie, the coochie simmers at night, and then ding, I'm ready. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You are a mess. I love it.
Terry going with that. Okay.
Kim says marinated cookies and attention.
Mhm.
Amen. Marinated cookies and these at attention in the morning. Get up, wake up, singing hallelujah in the morning time. In the morning time, they are grooming and just take just as long. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So it's equal opportunity there. It just depends on the individual, how long they take. But if it's important to you, whenever something's important to us, we make the time.
Absolutely.
If it's not, we'll make the excuse.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Right, baby.
Well, I gotta put my mascara on. Terry said the best part of waking up. I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking right now, but it's okay. Yes, the best part of waking up. All right, number 6 is this. We have to learn. He said it's cookies in your cup. The best part of waking up is cookies in your cup. Okay, I got you. I'm here with you, sir. Okay, so here it is. The last one for tonight. We have to learn how to take. Thank you for the 6. We have to learn that, I don't know, honey. Some people like the same game over and over and over. Yeah. But I like for stuff to be, you want stuff to be different. You don't want to always have the same routine.
Same old.
Like every time, okay, so here it is. It's Wednesday night. So y'all know what we got to do on Wednesday night. And so first he's going to come in and he's going to have that little cologne that he think that I like. The same old tired. Yep, he gonna say, "Baby, you gonna give me some?" And so, and you're gonna say, "I don't feel like it," or "I got a headache," or whatever.
bit.ly /
MM3 LINKS. Okay.
And ask for the man special. Let's talk about this.
Because he needs some husband. Yes, he needs some husband classes.
A little bit of spice. Now, one and only Amber Dawn was saying the other day, she was remembering about Good Times
The
from
show,
this
the
TV
TV
show.
show.
And what she remembers that they were always having oatmeal.
Mhm.
And you remember the lumpy oatmeal. When some people make oatmeal, you know that it's going to have it'll have sugar. There's no cream. There's no cinnamon. There's no spices.
It's just,
But there are so many ways to really spice up
yeah,
oatmeal. You can cook your oatmeal in milk
right.
and a
Make it
nice
creamier.
skim milk to make it creamy. You
Yes.
can add cloves instead of cinnamon. You
Yes.
can add brown sugar
Yes,
while it's
indeed.
cooking.
Hmm.
A little bit of butter if you want to add a
Yes.
little bit. There's so many things that you can do. You can put it in a mix and put some butter and make cookies,
Right.
butter oatmeal
Oatmeal
and
cookies.
add some raisins. There's so many things that you can do
Apple crisp.
when it comes. Come on,
Yeah, you can make some apple
put
crisp.
some
I
apples.
love some apple crisp.
I do, too. And so there are different things that you can do.
True.
And what we're saying is that don't get stuck in a rut.
Yeah. Amen.
And that's one, and that's not
Yeah.
even our point.
What?
But
Well,
we're saying is that you need some
change
variety.
it up.
And one way we do that
Hmm.
is to who initiates.
Well,
Who
isn't the guy supposed to
who
initiate all the time?
who initiates?
Because y'all are the one that always want it. Aren't you supposed to
Mm,
initiate? Do you
mm.
like it?
That's
I wonder.
a good
I
question.
wonder. Do we have
Uh,
any guys in
I
here
just I need some makeup.
to make up for
Yeah,
what, sir?
so it's
Because you're
shiny.
shiny.
Yeah.
That's usually
Um,
me. So let
who
me see the guys.
who initiates and why?
Do you feel like you want to initiate all the time? Is that the way that it's supposed to work?
Mm.
Terry says, yeah, like lemon pepper some nights, or some nights I like Lowry's. Keep it spicy. I love it. Okay, tell
I'm
us.
joking.
And if you don't want to say, it's okay. Hey, Lady Sapphire, what's up, darling?
Yeah, but
Some people, it's expected that this man is always the one initiating.
mm,
Okay, and I feel like, I don't know, that a guy would like to feel desired
come on,
sometimes. Like
I love that.
he would like for you to show the interest, that he would like for you to want to initiate every now and again. I mean, you don't have to do it every single time, but if you kind of take turns, then you know
Yeah,
that it's you both
yeah.
are coming
Both are
together.
desirable, and you, you get to control. If you initiate, then you can kind of control the time that works for you.
True, very true, very true.
If you're waking up early in the morning and you're ready,
Yeah,
and now it's a little bit tougher because you may not want to wake your mate because she has to get up in a little while to do her routine. So there are a lot of variables in each
true.
relationship, and I love that you know how to initiate as well as I do. Because
Have you seen
what's
him?
Apostle Paul? Thank you, baby. Apostle Paul says that the man is not in control of his body, and I'm using
Right.
layman's term,
Come on.
and she is not in control of her body. You is that you are together in this,
Mhm.
you know,
You belong
and
to each other.
so you have the right to say, you know,
Drop your drop.
I
I
want
mean,
some.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean. Let's see. Hey, Stephanie. She says if he
Stephanie.
has ugly feet, he might not want to initiate that with me. If it's your husband, then you have already gone past that whole ugly feet thing. You've already vetted that. You've already made a decision that I'm going to love you, ugly feet or no. We know it's probably not going to be. So we already passed all that point, Stephanie. Terry says, Pastor G, I got a question for you, sir, man to man.
And speaking of
Okay.
that,
Okay.
I'm going to be joining Terry
Okay.
and his co-host very soon on their
The
show.
brothers who
I
talk.
think Brothers Who Talk, and he's going to be asking me some questions, but I'm listening.
Okay, come on, bring it, bring
What's
it, bring it.
me?
Stephanie is cracking up about the feet. Oh my goodness, you are something serious. I love it. Okay, so y'all, when we're talking about this, let's see. What? What is the one thing that Pastor M does that ensures it's going down?
Uh, walks and breathes.
Listen, we got to try some stuff out. I have to research and develop all sorts of stuff for the. Where do you think we be getting the stuff from the
Yeah.
books that we're writing?
Research
There's got to be.
and development.
Yes, you have to know
Mhm.
one another. If you don't know each other physically, emotionally, we say it's called rises. Recreational intimacy, intellectual intimacy, spiritual intimacy,
Mhm.
emotional intimacy,
Good.
sexual intimacy. Rises, it
Mhm.
rises, it rises.
Mhm.
Amen. And
Love it.
if it don't rise, something's wrong. And if something's wrong, we gotta fix that thing. And this is how when we would say that you won't know unless you go. If your husband, your wife is dealing with some things physically or emotionally, and you're not there with them when they go and see their
Mhm.
doctor, when they go and see their the sociologist, psychologist, whomever it is, then you are being remiss in your duties towards your spouse. You have to be the one that's going to go in there and make sure that stuff is right, because what's the sense in being together with someone and you don't even enjoy their company? I love this guy. This guy right here, he may allow me to get on his nerve every single day of the week. But you know what? Before the end of the day, we're going to find ourselves right back together. Not that we're apart, but I'm saying, I got
Mhm.
stuff that I got going on that even though we're married, we still have things that we deal with separately, right? She hangs from the chandeliers. Yep, my wife knows what's up with me. Push, hashtag
Push the
push up the
puppies.
puppies.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
Well, I'm glad
Wow.
somebody
Wow.
did.
That's serious. That's good.
Amen.
That's
Push up
good.
the puppies.
I
Okay,
hadn't thought about
I'm
that.
here with it.
You see
I'm
it
here
now?
with it.
Mhm.
Okay,
You see it?
let's see.
Wow. Wow.
Stephanie says y'all better watch Tarzan and Jane and play naked in the jungle. Come through here
Mhm.
now. Uh, Good hair, good body. It's our medical dental. It's our come on medical or dental appointment. It's ours. Yes, it
Hours.
is.
Mhm.
Terry says boobies, Pastor M,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna show
pushing
her.
up the
Tell her.
puppies. He was gonna help me later and tell me what it is that we was talking about.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Hmm.
Yes. All of the I mean, have
Well,
you
that's very
heard?
unique. That's.
Yeah, have
Hmm.
you heard some of the stuff that Solomon has spoken
Yeah.
about his beloved? That my beloved is mine and I am hers, and her talking about her neck like a gazelle and her eyes like
Hmm.
pearls and pools of this
Hmm.
and we
Her
play naked and
ears.
afraid in my house.
Her ears like two pieces of tortilla. But Solomon didn't say that. Oh
That was
my.
Pedro.
My good friend Raymond.
That was Pedro.
Raymond said that.
We play naked and afraid in my house. Okay, I
Yeah.
have more
So.
questions now
So
than ever.
that was a good question, Terry. So Terry said he asked me the question, what is it that Pastor M does that will she can just be walking and talking, Terry. But if she can say something, it can be a touch, it could be any number of different things. But there's never any doubt. Yeah.
Sister Stephanie says that my body is my husband's playground. What?
Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Lord. All right. Good hair, good body said lots of husbands find lumps in their wives' breasts long before the doctors do. Come
Absolutely.
on through here.
Absolutely. Good
See,
hair, good body.
if y'all
Good
not
point.
following her, I don't know
We've
what
said
y'all
that
doing
here
with your life.
before. We
What are
said
you
that
doing with your life?
we said that in our
Yeah.
broadcast before.
Amen. They say, it's sundress season. Let's go. They go down and go up very simply, very easily. I love it. Hey, DJ Mike, what's up, man? Thanks for
Hey,
joining us
hey,
tonight.
welcome.
Instagram, we're going to lose you. We will be right back, okay? Hey, how are you, sir? We pray that all is well
Love
and
you,
that
Mike.
everything is going fine with you. We are talking tonight. We were talking about sizzling sex and how we can come to a greater place of intimacy. Good hair, good body, boob worship all day. Oh my goodness. He said hashtag boob worship.
Okay.
I'm
You know this.
afraid. I'm
Mhm.
and I just want to know about this playing naked and afraid at home. Don't y'all got all them children at the house? I'm just asking a question. That's all. I'm just curious.
Afraid to get caught by the kids, so you have to rush quickly, do this, and
Don't rush. Don't rush.
flash and
Flash and go.
grin at each other. The
Terry
kids don't
said
have a
honk
clue
honk.
what's going on. We found Terry's conversational
He said
topic.
honk
Thanks for
honk.
joining
I
us,
am
guys.
dead. I'm great seeing tunnel vision. Yes, sir.
Oh,
We
bless you,
got you.
man.
We understand.
Love you.
He says we what? We drug them. Terry, I am so
We know
mad at you
better
right
than that.
now. He
Wow.
said we drug them. I'm trying to get our Instagram family back on, you guys. Just give us just 1 second. Oh my God, that is
He
hilarious.
says, "I'm kidding. We knew you were. We knew you were, Terry.
Well, I don't know.
Them other folks, we'll straighten them out if they ask us."
Let's see. MJ Mike Townsend, that's that jungle
DJ.
love. Jungle love. Ooh, walking around stark naked. Yes, he was talking about doing that in the house, but I guess he does that and they do that and they put the kids, they said that they, put the kids to bed. We'll see. 'Cause they're gonna tell stories later on in life, right? Because they always gonna do it. All right, so okay, here it is. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to get our Instagram family back in. So I want to read just a little bit more of this, and then we're going to tell you about something that we have available. We told you some about it last night. And for those of you that are in here, you have not been one of those that know how to reconnect with your spouse. We want you to understand that there are things that you have to do. And one of the things that we have available, again, is the Sex Connect. Hey, Brittany, how are you, lady? Sex
Hey.
Connect, this is one of the things that we have on our site. It's a free download for you all. What you do is you go in and you let the people know, wait a minute, I don't need no smoke from the popo. Ain't scared of no popo. You silly. That's what I love about my lady. All right, DJ
Beautiful.
Mike, I love it. All right, this is one of those tools that's going to help you with your communication. It's going to help you abdo 874 with your sexual connection. And that's what we want for us as couples, for us as husbands and wives, that we don't neglect even those elementary things. Because some of us, we get so bogged down with children, with job, with church, with cleaning and things of that nature that we forget that we had a connection, that there was some sort of chemistry that brought the two of us together in the first place. So if you go over to bit.ly/MM3LINKS, the link is in the bio over here on our Instagram page. But for the rest of you, it should be right there, either on your screen or you'll be able to find it. Let's see, where would it be? In the title of the broadcast, okay? And there you'll be able to get a copy of this at your home
Connect.
tonight. bit.ly/MM3LINKS. Terry said, did I share this? I don't know. Did you share it? If you haven't, you need to, because someone needs to know about
Thank
this
you
stuff.
for doing so.
We are giving you all these Tuesday through Thursdays to give you the information that's going to help you. We want to get this level down. You know that 48% of people married the first time end in divorce, and we don't want that to be your testimony. And so what we do is we come on here Tuesday through Thursday between 9 and 9:30 ish, Pastor me, Pastor G, so that we can give you guys the information. Now, there's some other stuff that you're going to have to pay for, because if it's worth having, then it's worth paying for. Amen. And we're giving you value upon value upon value every week. We've been on this platform for it's going on 5 years this year. Okay, that's a long time, and they don't pay us to come on here, but we give you information, and then we make sure that we get our resources for you. We've got some things absolutely free. You can find it over at marriagemakes3.com. There's a place called freebies on the site where you can go and get everything free tonight. You can download it and you can put it to use this weekend. Hey, Nurture by Natasha. Now, we've got some other stuff. Y'all know we wrote 2 books. We've done the Sex Connect, which is free. We did dating Dateology, Dating 101, and all of those are things that is going to help you long term. These are tools that you'll be able to use for the rest of your natural life, and you'll be able to give some information to those that come behind you, your kids, your grandchildren, maybe a friend or someone in your family that you know that is going through some stuff, and you know that you have an answer. Why wouldn't you get it to them?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
I'm lost. My wife left. Now she wants to reconnect, but I'm not sure if I want the same. Mike DJ Mike, go on over and get that free encounter
Yeah,
session,
yeah,
because we know emotional
yeah.
stability inside of a relationship, especially after some things have transpired, can be hard. Okay. You can get over them, but it has to make a decision. And once
Yes.
you make that decision and you continue on with it, then you will be able to see it through. But if you're not sure, if there's still a little bit of a oh well, it might could work,
Trepidation.
but I don't know. Listen, you either need to, what they say, piss or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that we know is that once you are involved in another situation, it makes everything much more difficult. So
Yes.
you need to get some clarity.
True.
That session would help you to make some clear decisions
Amen.
on where
On
you
where
want to
you want to
go,
be, what you want to do.
because you can't do two things at once.
True.
And,
And that's where we get into
and
trouble.
mhm,
She said, or throw it out the window. Come on here, Brittany.
mhm,
Let's see. Good Hair, Good Body says many wives discover that their husbands have vascular issues by how their husband's member points or changes direction of pointing. Yes. Radiologists only can verify it. Yes. There may be tell them sugar, no feeling, playing. Come on.
mhm,
There are some instances where you'll develop a hook that you never
mhm,
had, and sometimes there's something going on. Sometimes it's your medication. It can be all sorts of
mhm.
things. And that's why we cannot be those that sit back and hope and pray. Some of us feel like if we go to the doctor, they're going to tell us something wrong. Well,
Mhm.
whether you go or not, and if something is wrong, it's going to be wrong,
Yeah.
right? So why not go and find out for certain, so that then you'll know how to deal with it, how to work it out, how to get past it. There's too many of us. We are, especially those of you in the African American community, we're
Mhm.
afraid to go to the doctor. And do you know that high blood pressure, they call it the silent killer, because you can have it and never even feel
Yeah.
anything. You don't feel lightheaded. You feel completely normal.
Mhm.
And then they find out, well, on the
Yeah.
autopsy, that their blood pressure was 200 over
And
143.
this is a long term thing,
Right.
and you uh, silent
Amen.
killer.
You're going to love this info for a long time. All right. Amen. She said, my book. Yes, this book right
Mhm.
here. This is it. This will bless you.
You got that right.
Married 17 years.
Okay.
I'm enjoying being single now. My new friend wants to get married. See, you gotta make some
Yeah.
decisions, brother DJ Mike Talley. Well, you gotta make some decisions.
Yeah.
And so the only way you're gonna, and you have to know that if you don't want something, that the person that you're with understands where you are, where you're coming from. Because if she has it in her mind that you all are going to eventually get married and then you all don't get married, she's going to have an issue. Okay. And you're also going to have an issue, because at some point it's going to come to a place where someone wants to give an ultimatum. They're
Mhm.
going to say, listen, and you don't want someone to waste their time. There are other women that are out here and they're like, I don't want to get married. I just want to play for a while. I want to see, maybe later on, 5, 10 years from now, maybe that'll change. But if you are in here with someone, it's not fair to them and it's not fair to
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Mhm.
You all got to put your cards on the table right away. Brother Terry said Captain Hook.
Terry, thank you
Out
for
with you.
tapping those emojis too.
Amen. Okay.
I was making sure we got all of
Yeah,
them
we
coming.
did.
Thank you,
Tapping
everybody.
these emojis exhausted. You or something serious.
Appreciate you being in here and sharing. And uh, yeah,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
appreciate you.
yes.
Facts, but if you know better, you do it better. Sex will save him from a heart attack, so give it up. Right. Okay, so here's the thing. What we have developed for you guys, number one, we have Sex Connect, which is free. Going over on the website, you can get it. It's under the tab called Freebies. You can find it there and it'll bless your life. Okay, freebies. There's also some things because it's not only where we must, what's the word I'm saying? We not only have to connect sexually, but for a lot of us, especially us ladies, we have to connect with you emotionally.
Mhm.
We hear Kim say it a lot when we're in here, and it's the truth that if you can make love to my mind, getting the cookies is not going to be a hard task, right?
Mhm.
And so, what we have to do is we've got to begin to do the work called relationship. Thank you, Deidre, for dropping that there. Let me go ahead and put this here in the chat so in the so y'all can see this, okay? Want y'all to see on Marriage Makes Three, we have something called Relationship Reconnect. She said, "You are not lying." Thank you. Uh, Relationship Reconnect, what it includes is like 4 videos. You've got your videos that's going to give you some information. You've got 12 pages of workbook that is going to come along with that, right? You're also going to get, let's see, we have for you as a bonus. Look at this, as the bonus. What? Our first book, 7 Keys to Better Sex in Your Marriage. That's the bonus. You're going to get a digital copy of this just for you. And it comes along with the package. Y'all see that? So you're getting the 4 videos. You're getting the 12-page workbook. You are getting 7 Keys to Better Sex in Your Marriage. You are also going to get a checklist that is going to tell you how to say certain things because y'all, like we said earlier, some of you guys, you all are out here saying stuff that you ain't got no business talking about, okay? And you're getting yourself into trouble. You're finding yourself that you could have got some, but you ain't getting them because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Okay, and I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. And so, what you need to do is find it over there at Marriage Makes Three. I want to tell you what the checklist is involving. I know I love that y'all work so hard and do it together. This is super cool to see a couple so in love and helping others with the real. Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So what we have, is it true that the lack of busing bad for the prostate? You will develop something called blue balls. Okay, that means that there is a backup of semen in the area your vas deferens, all of those places gets backed up. It gets to be too much, and sometimes you will wake in the middle of the night or in the morning and find that you have ejaculated, and then you realize like, oh man, this is jacked up. Young men normally will have
No pun intended.
no pun intended. You may have right? Yes, y'all helped me a lot. So glad God made pencils with erasers. Amen. You may have, when you're young, there's something called a wet dream. Now, if you have blue balls, it's serious because it's painful, but it's not something like that you can't,
or it's not going to render
you incapacitated. Exactly. That's what I need. Free divorce calls it, and it does. Oh, so you're not even divorced yet. Oh Lord, DJ Medi already. You need to come on in and get you one of them good old encounter sessions. We need to talk, sir. But the checklist involves ways for you to say stuff. We gave you the basic ground rules for when you need to talk, and there's some things that you need to discuss and you don't know how to do it. Okay. Yes, a consultation. Thank you so much. When you need to stop a discussion from escalating, we give you exactly what you need to say. If you want to reach a compromise, you are given exactly what you need to say. If you are dealing with when you need to calm down, because y'all know sometimes our, what do we call it? Our times of intense conversation, we end up having some times when we need to calm all the way down because we have gone from 0 to 100, and now everybody's yelling, nobody's listening. We're just talking at each other, and as opposed to each other. And so we give you what to say then. And then when you want to say that you're sorry, okay, there's a way to say it where it can be received so it doesn't seem like you're just saying something to get the person off of your back. So that comes alongside in the whole with the checklist. So you're going to get all of those plus those two bonuses. And it's called Relationship Reconnect. It's there on your screen. If you go to the site, you'll find it. It's got the pretty blue background and the couple holding each other ever so gently in the field with the flowers and the butterflies. And it's a regular $39.99. And we're got it on sale this week for $29.99. That's $10 off. Okay. He says help on help on keep getting needy women. Well, if you're still married, you might want to, I hate to tell it to you like this, but what you said is true. It is cheaper to keep her. And so if you've already built all of this foundation, if the both of you are willing to do the work, we definitely can get you back on track.
And that's the key.
Yeah.
That if you're still joined,
yeah. There's still that possibility. You don't want to live in regret. You want to be able to live saying that I did all that I could. Oh, okay. And if she's willing to go to counseling, if she's willing to hear you out, then maybe it's time for you all to decide, but you have to make a decision. Until you make the decision, everything is up in the air. Okay.
But we do have exercises that we can help you to walk through it. But,
amen.
But it involves putting in that work.
True.
And the work is much better invested early than later.
Yes.
It gets harder later.
Oh, yes.
And and you already know from costs of lawyers and stuff like that the cost gets greater later. So
amen. So
time like the present.
Amen. Let's see. Nurture by Natasha says learning that words are cutting also not retractable. Go to bed in peace. Talk later. Sounds like actions need to change. They speak louder than words. Amen. Yes, ma'am. That part. Hey, Blackout Eyewear, thank you for joining us tonight.
Welcome.
So want you to go on over, find it. It's called Relationship Reconnect. It's right there on Marriage Makes the Number 3. And there's a whole lot of other things that you'll find there. I'm very proud of our site because it has been beautifully thought out. It's been beautifully made by our developer. And listen, if you need us, we do those free 15-minute sessions. And that is going to help you. We'll give you a tool, give you a strategy for what it is that you're going through. And you might need to go in and do counseling. And if that's you, we're here for you. We'll do it. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing the Lord change a person, change them from can't stand each other, right? To, well, I think we might be able to work this out. Maybe we can do something different. And, and so this is why we do what we do, because we want your relationships to be on and popping. We're here Tuesday through Thursday between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for free. Why? Because we want to sow information into your life and let you know about the awesome resources that we have available to you. All right. I'm going to read just a little bit more from our book, Erogenous Zones, Exploring Marital Intimacy. Night.
All of you being in here with us.
Yes. Okay. Amen.
Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay. Right. Let's see. So we ended on, it may be that during those times that a little extra tenderness from you, talking about the ladies, if your husband is having a hard time getting up, keeping up, staying up, working up, jacking up, whatever. It may be that during those times that a little extra tenderness from you will give him the courage that he needs to fulfill your sexual relationship. Whether that means a trip to the doctor, more relaxation, or time and a longer period of manipulation. Guys, if your woman is patient and supportive and suggests that you make an appointment, then dial your doctor's number immediately. That means she's willing to work with you. That means she cares and is concerned about you. Ultimately, there are other ways in which the two of you can display intimacy towards one another. There's no reason he cannot meet her needs in other ways. Blink, blink. Never allow an issue that you couldn't help cause you to neglect or ignore your wife completely. There are many approaches to sexual intimacy and satisfaction. Ladies, it is also imperative as your mate takes the time to set the atmosphere that you receive even the clumsiest gestures of expressions of love. He may not be used to doing these things. So if he is trying to relax you and your suspicious nature arises, he will feel it in your posture. Your muscles may tighten or stiffen up, which will make
Mhm.
things difficult for him. If he is earnestly trying to make a deposit into your relationship, then please, ma'am, don't shoot him down.
Mhm.
All right. That's just page 24, 47 or something like that. 40, 47 or 48.
Mhm.
Yeah, 47 and part of 47 and part of
Mhm.
48. That's available to you. You can find it on our site or you can find it on the Amazon and get your free shipping. All right. So that was our content for tonight. We just want to make sure that you know that that was available to you. She said page 48. Girlfriend got her
Thank
book
you,
open
Kimmy.
and ready. All right. So we're here for you Tuesday through Thursday between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here to give you the tools that's going to help you to get your relationships on and popping.
Okay.
If you need us, you know where to find us. Marriage makes the number 3, or you can find us at the link in the bio, bit.ly/MM3LINKS. That's where you can find all that you need for before I do, after I do, and everywhere in between. I'm Pastor Michelle. This is my sweet husband, Pastor
Thank you,
G.
darling.
We're spiritual relationship counselors. We're veterans of the United States Air Force and your go-to couple.
For all things relationships.
We will see you guys back here on Tuesday, and we're going to be talking this week. We got a little bit of stuff asking about who this is. Yes,
Yeah.
because we
Yeah.
need to find out some things. So we'll be here next week, okay? So come in and be a part. Remember to share the broadcast and invite people. Let them know when you come back next time, bring somebody with you. You know that there's someone that can use some input into their relationship. All right? We appreciate you guys. And what we always say here,
God loves you. We love you. And ain't a thing you can do about it. It's Pentecost weekend.
that's right.
Love you all.
And
Have
you
a
can't
great
do nothing
weekend.
about it up in here. All right. We love you guys. Retired
Wow, that's
29
right. I
years.
remember.
God bless you, sir. Thank you for
Thank you, sir.
serving. Appreciate you, sir. All right, you guys, we'll see you all on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right. Oh, wait, what is this? Also, often it's best to talk to someone that's not biased on the relationship that is married as well. Being a Christian, it can be more challenging.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and that's
Nurture
the
by
truth.
Natasha. You're right
Thank
about
you.
it. Amen.
Wow,
I'm
wow.
glad that I saw that.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
Brittany said, "Oh, that's good."
Amen.
Thank you.
Love you
We
guys.
love
We'll
you.
see you Tuesday night. And
IG, YouTube, Facebook Live, Periscope
yes,
TV. We love
we
you.
love you guys,
Thanks
and
for
we
being here
appreciate
with
y'all
us.
so very much.
Good night.